Hey guys, so let's discuss a new question, which is how AI agents work. Okay, so AI agents work by combining reasoning. So they work by combining reasoning, memory, tools, and execution. Okay, so they could have the ability to think. Okay, and then they can have the ability to memorize the thing, memorize the context, and after that tools. Okay, they will definitely connect with some tools to complete the execution of a task, and then execution in a loop. This is very important, in a loop. Okay, one by one until the task, until a goal is completed. That's it. Okay, so AI agent work combining these things. A simple way to think about it is traditional AI was giving you answer. Okay, but AI agents takes action to complete task. So core flow of AI agents. So here is the core flow of an AI agent. So first, user goal. Okay, user provide a goal or request to complete some specific task, and then LLM understand intent. Okay, so LLM analyze the goal and understand what is needed. After that, plan steps. Okay, it will plan. One planner will be there, and then it will plan the steps that how he will complete it. Breaks down a goal into sequence of steps. Then after that, choose tools. So select the best tool of resource of for each steps. Okay, then execute actions. So uses the selected tools to perform action, and after that, observe result. Check the output of the result of the action, because observe result is also a main step. You can have PII data, so you need to masking there. Okay, or you can have the toxic output, so you need to filter out that kind of output there. So all those things, and then repeat until goal completed, and then final response. So that this is the normal flow of AI agents. Now step by step working, if we talk about, so first user gives the goal. Okay, user will type like book my meeting, or analyze this sales CSV. Okay, or fix failing CI pipeline, or generate interview questions. AI agent, the agent first converts this into structured intent. Now second is LLM becomes the brain. Okay, so who is the brain here? LLM. The LLM acts like a reasoning engine. Okay, what is the task, and what is information is missing. After that, which tools are needed, and what order should action happens in. So example reasoning. So let's say you need read calculator, or find free slots, or send invite. Okay, so this is called planning, chain of thoughts, and task decomposition. After that, agent will use some tools. Okay, so tools type, if we talk about, see, agents become powerful because they can use external systems. So which kind of tool? Like for example, GitHub API. Okay, so what it will do, the purpose for this is read code, then Jira, create ticket, browser, search web. Okay, after that, database, query data, file system, read files, Slack or email, send messages. So without tools, LLM only generate text. With tools, they can actually perform actions. This is very important. Okay, with tools they can perform the actions. After that, memory layer. So now agents maintain memory, two common memories: short-term memory and long-term memory. So in short-term memory, like current conversation context. Okay, so whatever we are doing conversation, that context it will store. So for example, user already shared project name and is stored in prompt or session. Second one is long-term memory. So here persistent memory would be required, right? Stored, so that will be stored externally, like vector DB, SQL DB, or knowledge graph. So, and why we are storing this conversation or this information? Let's say you need to use that in personalization. So users personalized data would require every time, right, when user will log in, historical context or retrieval. Okay, for that. So in RAG, we store the documents, right? So where we store in a vector DB. So that is the long-term storage. Retrieval. So retrieval, again, most modern agents use the RAG here. Okay, we have talked about RAG multiple times, but the flow, normal flow will be user will ask the question, it will convert into the embeddings. Okay, that question text will convert it into the numerical form. Now search in vector databases. So in vector databases, you have already stored some documents, some information. It will do semantic search there. Okay, and then it will retrieve some relevant document, and that document and plus this question, it will send it to LLM. Okay, so add context to prompt, and then LLM will answer. This is the normal flow of RAG. We have discussed many times. Now this helps agents use enterprise document, PDF for policies and private knowledge. So instead of on the model training data. Now action execution, if we talk about the agent, see the next step is action execution. So the agent executes action through APIs. For example, LLM call GitHub API. Okay, so system will execute github.createPR to create a pull request. Then result returns back to the LLM. Observation loop, if you talk about the agentic loop, also you can tell that. So this is the key difference from normal chatbot. Okay, this is the extra thing here. So agents continuously think, act, observe, and then again think, then act, then observe, and this process will continue until the task is not completed, okay, or the timeout happens, and we will see that reasons here. So for example, if the thought is need latest build logs, okay, so what will be the action? Fetch Jenkins log. What will be the observation? Build failed due to dependency. Okay, so let's say user has told that he required the latest build log. Okay, so he will think, okay, he will use the brain, and he knows that he has to connect with Jenkins tool. But in Jenkins, he saw that build is failing, right? So what will be the next action? He will fix the build. Okay, so generate fix. The loop will continue until this build will not be successful, or timeout happens, or let's say maximum iteration happens, and human approval needed for this. Okay, sometimes you can add that. So now important components, if you talk about this system, okay, that will be first is the planner, okay, which will break task into steps. So advanced agents use read, act, tree of thoughts, and multi-agent planning for that. Now tool calling, okay, second is tool calling. So modern LLMs can generate structured JSON tool calls. Okay, so for example, tool is search flight and date is tomorrow, so something like this, tool calling. Okay, now orchestrator, this is important one. So like this is the controls actually. Okay, so like retries, how many times you have to retry that system, workflows, execution order, permission, and safety. This thing will be handled, controlled by orchestrator. And frameworks, what frameworks we will be using here? LangChain, LangGraph, AutoGen, or CrewAI. Okay, guardrails is very important, okay, because this is very critical in production, used for PII masking. Otherwise you will have a compliance issue. Okay, you have to pay heavy penalty. Then if you break that rules, then hallucination checks, permission control, toxic output filtering, and then policy enforcement. Okay, now types of AI agents, if you talk about, so first you have reactive agent. Okay, so what is reactive agent? Normal simple chatbot. Okay, now tool agent, so uses API and tools, definitely. After that, RAG agent, so use enterprise documents. Okay, RAG we have talked about many times. Autonomous agent, so they will be the purpose for them is multi-step execution. Okay, now multi-agent system, so multiple agents collaboration also you can do. AI coding agents, Cursor, Divine. Okay, so Cursor we are using for the coding, and then workflow agents, so customer support automation. Now biggest challenges what we face here in AI agents is the hallucination. Okay, and I have created one video where I have explained 10 ways you can control these hallucinations. Okay, so agent may give you wrong answers, wrong actions. Agents may take wrong actions. Now infinite loop, so agent keeps retry forever. Okay, now context window limit, so too much memory or history becomes expensive. Then tools reality, so external API fails often. And security, so API permission, prompt injection, data leakage, and unauthorized action. So using this you can have a security in your agents, with your agents. So that's it. Thank you.